Hello everyone, this is Shivika. Welcome back to English class. Students, today I am going to continue this class with a new topic, nouns. In this class, we will see kinds of nouns. Kinds of noun means there are 5 kinds of nouns. First of all, we will see the definition of proper noun, then common noun, after that collective noun, then material noun, and at the last we will see abstract noun. In this class, we will see all the definition with examples, and we will solve some exercises also. So, without wasting any time, let's start the class. So, students, let's see. First is proper noun, second is common noun, third is collective noun, fourth is material noun, and fifth is abstract noun. How many kinds of nouns are there? There are 5 kinds of noun. First is proper noun, second is common noun, third is collective noun, fourth is material noun, and fifth one is abstract noun. So, there are 5 kinds of nouns. First of all, we will start with proper noun. We will see the definition of proper noun with examples. Okay. So, let's start. First noun is proper noun. What is the definition of proper noun? Have a look. So, first of all, we will start with first noun, that is proper noun. What is the definition of proper noun? Proper noun means a proper noun is the special name of a particular person, animal, thing or place. Proper noun means when we are talking about a particular person, place, animal or thing, that is proper noun. For example, Ram. Ram is the name of a particular person. Ram is the name of a particular boy. Second is India. India is the name of a particular country. Third is the Bible. The Bible is the name of a famous, a particular book. Clear? So, these are some examples of proper noun. Proper noun means the special name of a person, place, animal or thing, that is proper noun. For example, Ram. Ram is the name of a special boy, special person. Second is India. India is the name of a special country. India is the name of a particular country. Third is the Bible. The Bible is not a common book. The Bible is a famous book. The Bible is the name of a particular book. So, these are some examples of proper noun. It means when we are talking about a particular, a special person, place, animal or thing, that is proper noun. Next, we will see common noun. Common noun means a common noun is a name given in common to every person or thing of the same class or kind. Every person or thing of the same class or kind. For example, boy, country, book. So, these are some examples of common noun. Common noun means a name given in common to every person or thing of the same class or kind. Given in common to every person or thing of the same class or kind. For example, boy, book, man, woman, girl. These are some examples of common noun. Like boy, boy is not a name of a particular person. Boy means any boy. Next is country. Country means any country. Here we are not talking about only India. Here we are not talking about any special country, specific country. Here country means any country. Next is book. Book means any book. Now come to the next one. Next is collective noun. What is the definition of collective noun? Collective noun means a noun that denotes a group of individuals. A noun that denotes a group of individuals, that is collective noun. For example, a row of books. A row of books. Okay. Next is a clump of trees. A swarm of bees. So, these are some examples of collective noun. Collective noun means collection of anything. It denotes a group of individuals. That is collective noun. For example, a row of books, a clump of trees, a swarm of bees. Like row, clump, swarm, these are some examples of collective noun. Next is abstract noun. Abstract noun means Abstract nouns expresses state, ideas, concept, feelings or qualities that cannot be seen or touched but can only be felt and experienced. It means abstract nouns expresses states, ideas, feeling, qualities, etc. which cannot be touched or seen, which can be only felt or experienced. Okay. For example, kindness. We can touch kindness? No, we can only felt it. Next is courage. Courage means sahas. We cannot see nor touch, we can only felt. Okay. Next is fear, hope. So these are some examples of abstract noun. Abstract noun means it shows, it expresses states, ideas, any state, any ideas, concept, feeling, qualities, etc. which cannot be seen or touched, which we can only felt or experienced. For example, hope, kindness, fear, jealousy. These are some examples of abstract noun. Next is material noun. Material noun means, as you know that material means any substance. Material noun is the name of a substance of which things are made. Material noun is the name of a substance of which things are made. For example, gold, silver, iron, cotton, copper. These are some examples of material noun. Material noun means name of a substance which things are made, like cotton, iron, gold, silver. So these are some examples of material noun. So I hope it's clear. There are 5 kinds of noun: proper noun, common noun, collective noun, material noun and abstract noun. Proper noun, name of a particular person, place, animal or thing, that is proper noun. For example, Ram, Bible, India. Next is common noun. Common noun means it is a name given in common of every person or thing of the same class or kind. That is common noun. For example, country, boy, girl, woman. These are some examples of common noun. Next is collective noun. Collective noun means collection of anything. Collective noun denotes a group of individuals. For example, swarm of bees, rows of books. Okay. Next is material noun. Material noun means the name of a substance of which things are made. That is material noun. For example, cotton, jute, wood, silver, gold. So these are some examples of material noun. Last one is abstract noun. Abstract nouns expresses a state, feelings, ideas, concept, qualities, okay, which we cannot be seen or touched, which we only felt or experienced. So these are some examples of abstract nouns. So there are 5 kinds of noun. I hope it's clear. Proper noun, common noun, collective noun, material noun and abstract noun. So students, it's over. Write all the definition in your fair copy with examples. Now we will solve some exercises. After definition, we will see nouns that are both common and proper. Yes, some nouns are used in both common noun as well as proper noun. For example, look at these pictures. There are 3 pictures: sun, moon, earth. These are the pictures of the sun, the moon and the earth. These are used both as common as well as proper noun. So students, you can see here we write sun, moon and earth beginning with a capital letter when we are talking about the star, the satellite and the planet. When we are talking about the star, the satellite and the planet, we will use capital letter in the beginning. We will use beginning with capital letter when we are talking about the sun, the moon, the star as a satellite or as a planet. Okay. When we are talking about a satellite, a planet, we will use these words beginning with capital letter. For example, the sun is a star. Here we will use the sun as capital, okay, because in this sentence we are talking about a star. But when we say the sun's rays come in through the window, In this sentence, we will use small s, not capital, because here we are not talking about a particular star. Let's take one more example. For example, the earth has two poles. The earth has two poles. Here the earth is a planet. In this sentence we are talking about a planet name. Okay, so we will use E capital. We will use beginning with capital letter earth. Okay, but in another way we can say I like the smell of fresh earth. Here we will use small e. Clear? This is the difference between when we are talking about any star name, satellite name, a planet name, we will beginning with capital letter, but when we use as a common, we will use small letter, but the article the is used. Okay, so the earth has two poles. Here we will use capital E because in this sentence we are talking about a particular planet, so we will use earth as a proper noun. But as common noun, when they are being referred to in general and not the planets, stars or satellite. Okay, they will use in general, not as a name of any planet, star or satellite. But when these nouns are used to show a particular star, satellite or planet, we will use capital letter beginning with capital letter, but when they are in common, we will use small letter. Clear? Now you can see here we write sun, moon and earth beginning with capital letters when we are talking about the star, satellite or planet respectively. Okay, but these are used as common nouns when they are being referred to in general and not the planet, satellite or star name. Okay, now let us understand better abstract noun with some classification. Have a look. So first of all, what is the definition of abstract noun? Abstract nouns means the nouns expresses state, ideas, concept, feelings and qualities which we cannot be seen or touched but can only be felt and experienced. Okay, so have a look. So abstract noun which we cannot be touched or seen, which can be only felt. There are three columns: state, qualities and feelings. In state we will see consciousness, hope, humor, insanity, maturity, childhood, manhood, womanhood, etc. These are in state. Second is qualities. Qualities means beauty, bravery, calm, confidence, courage, ability, dedication, enthusiasm, fear, goodness, wisdom, honesty, etc. Next is feelings. In feelings we will see, for example, hatred, love, honor, jealousy, kindness, loyalty, etc. So these are some examples of abstract noun. We have divided in three sections. For example, in state we will see hope, maturity, etc. In qualities, beauty, bravery. In feelings, loyalty, kindness. So these are some examples of abstract noun. Now we will see some exercise. Have a look. Exercise number 2. From abstract nouns, from the following common nouns, use the suffix alongside with some changes in the spellings. There are two columns: common noun and abstract noun. In common noun, for example, child, adult, king and slave, we will convert into abstract noun. So child means, in abstract noun we will use childhood, which we cannot be seen, which we cannot be touched, which we only can be felt. Common noun is adult. Adult we will use in abstract noun adulthood. Third is king. King we will use as an abstract noun kingship. Next is slave. Slave we will use slavery. Child, childhood. Adult, adulthood. King, it may be kingship or kingdom. Okay, kingship or kingdom. slave, slavery. Now come to the next one. Next is from abstract nouns, from the following adjectives. There are some adjectives and we have to convert it into abstract noun. First is brave. In brave we will use bravery. Second is kind. In kind means kindness. Next is free. It will be freedom. Real, reality, which we cannot be seen or touched, which we only can be felt. Next is from abstract nouns, from the following verbs. There are some verbs we have to change into abstract nouns. First verb is agree. In abstract noun we will use agreement. Next is treat, treatment. Pay, payment. Grow, growth. So these are some examples of abstract noun from the following verbs. Let's take one more exercise. Here is an incomplete passage. Write appropriate collective nouns in the blanks and complete it. You may choose words from the given box. There is a box and in box there are some words like flock, herd, team, clump, grove, brood and range. We have to use these words and complete the passage. First of all, I am going to read the passage and we will use the correct nouns. This is Raju's farm. Beyond the farm we can see a range of mountains. Here we will use range. Next is there is a flock of birds flying in the sky. Here we will use flock, flock of birds, collective noun. Okay. Next is Raju's son Uttam is bringing his herd of cows, again collective noun, herd of cows, back from the pasture in the mountains. A flock of sheep is grazing at the foot of the mountains. Here we will use flock of geese, again collective noun. Near the barn there is a hen with her brood of chickens. Here we will use brood of chickens. Near the clump of trees, again collective noun, clump of trees, Raju's brother is selling mangoes. He bought the mangoes from the mango grove at the foot of the mountains. Here we will use mango grove. Next is Raju is plugging the field with a team of oxen. Team of oxen, again collective noun. Let's see one more exercise, last exercise. Underline the nouns in the following sentences and discuss whether they are common, proper, abstract or collective. So first sentence is the wind and the sun had a quarrel. The wind and the sun had a quarrel. Here the wind, underline the word wind and sun. Wind and sun, underline the nouns. First wind, second sun. Which one is this? Wind, proper noun. Sun, again proper noun. Next is Kolkata is on the banks of the Hooghly. Underline the nouns. First is Kolkata, second is banks and third is Hooghly. Kolkata, particular name means proper noun. Banks, there is no specific name. So in banks we will use as a common noun. Next is Hooghly. Hooghly is a proper noun. Third one is the Rani of Jhansi showed great courage. Underline the noun Rani of Jhansi and courage. Rani of Jhansi means proper noun and courage abstract noun. Next is Ali gave his sister a great fright. Here underline the nouns Ali, sister, fright. Ali, sister, fright. Ali is the name of a person, means proper noun, sister, No specific name means common noun system, okay. And fright means abstract noun. Next is our class consists of 20 pupils. Our class consists of 20 pupils. Class is a and pupils common noun again. Next is without health there is no happiness. Without health there is no happiness. Underline the nouns health and happiness. Health will be abstract noun and happiness is also abstract noun. Next is our team is better than theirs. Our team means collective noun. Next is they groped their way through darkness. Underline the nouns way and darkness. Way, there is no specific way, okay. It means it will be as a common noun, and darkness means abstract noun. Okay students, now today's homework will be exercise number 1. Read the following passage about Dr. Dolittle, the famous animal doctor, okay. Underline the nouns in the passage, then put them in the appropriate columns in the table given below. At page number 22, there is a passage. We have to read the passage carefully and underline all the given nouns, okay. After that, there are some columns like common noun, proper noun, collective noun and abstract noun. You have to divide it into these sections, okay. All these nouns. First of all, underline the nouns and then put these nouns in a correct column, okay. So this is your homework. It's all about today. I hope you enjoyed the class. If you have any confusion, any query regarding the topic nouns or kinds of nouns, you can ask me without any hesitation, okay. Till then, keep studying, stay at home and be safe. Goodbye.